What's up? Today's video is going to be 5 things I hate about my 2017 Dodge Challenger. First off, as a disclaimer, I do not hate my 2017 Challenger. I love the car so far, but I'm a very, anal, nitpicky person. Everything must be perfect. And these are just a couple things that I found that I do not like about my 2017 Dodge Challenger. So let's start off with number 5. Number 5 being the what doesn't really bother me, and number 1 is gonna be the thing that really bothers me. So here's number 5, and it is the door. As you can see, it has that one little spot there and fully open like that, which when it comes down to getting into tight spaces, this car is ridiculously hard because you're constantly sitting here, when you're getting in and out, you're like trying to balance it in here, and it just sucks. A lot of cars have 2 or 3 little notches there, or 4 sometimes, like on a 2015 Ram they have, you can put it out many different ways, but this one, only 2 ways. I mean, it doesn't give you that many options, but it's not that big of a deal. Now, this will lead me into number 4, being this right here, the seat not being powered. And I mean, this is a SXT Plus, so it's got, leather, heated, cooled seats, it's got, power and everything here. It's got all the stuff, you'd want, and no power seats. This thing is all, just manual right here. And even on the most highest of models, like a Scat Pack or a Hellcat, fully loaded, none of them come with a power seat. Which, I mean, it's not a big problem, but when it comes down to like someone else getting in your car and moving the seat, or you just move it because you maybe want to lay down or something, I don't know, whatever. It takes days to sit there and try to find that perfect spot that you're at for your driving position. It's just, if it was power and memory, that wouldn't be a problem. Now at number 3, the backup camera. Put it in reverse, it's great. You got a nice big backup camera and everything, but when it comes down to actually trying to back up to something close or anything, you just can't see anything. You don't have a reference point for the car, like in other vehicles like this one. Like this truck here, where you can actually see the vehicle right there, and if you're gonna actually like hit something or how close you are to it. It gives you a nice reference point, so you always can see, where you're at. As you can see there, it has a reference point, whereas this one, it does not. See, if you're trying to back up some place, like where I park the car, I back up to a fence sometimes, and you can't see the actual vehicle in the car, in the backup camera here. So you're sitting there just guessing, like, oh, am I gonna hit the car, or hit the the fence or anything, or just anything in that matter, because you don't actually have a reference point to actually see the vehicle itself. You just see a fence or an object just getting closer and closer and closer, but you don't actually ever see if it's gonna hit the vehicle. I mean, these lines do help, and it starts beeping, but you don't have that sense of, okay, I got a couple inches to go, or I got a certain amount. But that's the number 3 thing that I just noticed on this car I don't like. Now with number 4, blind spots. The blind spot in this car is pretty huge, and it's not that bad when you use this little window, but anytime anyone tries to sit in the seat, they want to move it back, get comfortable. And look, the headrest just blocks that window. So not only do you have this big pillar over here blocking it, but you have this over here. So every time anyone sits in the car, I have to go down here, pull this up, push the seat forward. See if I can do this on camera. Ooh, not really working. There we go. Got it pulled up forward. I have to do that every time someone sits in it, so I could see out that little window there. But I mean, this would be good if it had the blind spot warning over there. If you have that option, it wouldn't be a problem, but this car doesn't have the option, so it is a little bit of a problem, a blind spot with this car. And now with number 1, the most hated thing about this car, and I still love this car, by the way, but this is the one thing that bothers me the most, is this right here, the fitment of the taillights. I don't know if you can see this, but if you look right here, it does not line up there. And it's like this on a lot of Challengers. I've been looking at Challengers for the past year or more, and see over here it lines up perfectly. But when you come over here, it does not line up. Does not line up at all. But at least mine's not too bad. I've seen a lot of Challengers that are far worse than this. I've also seen some that are actually better than this, but it just seems like it's probably like a problem with a lot of them. It's just a common thing. Something you're probably not gonna get perfect. I'm lucky mine isn't too bad, but that's just one little thing. Once you see it, it's like, they don't line up, especially when the lights turn on. You just can tell it. See if I can do this. see it. There, you can really tell now. It doesn't line up over here, whereas over here, it's perfect. But that's just the one little thing that's, you know, eating away at me about this car. And this is probably actually the only one I really care about, other than the other ones weren't that big of a deal. Just don't get me wrong, I still love this car a lot. You know, I do not hate it anyway. That was the number 5 thing that I hate about my 2017 Challenger. Otherwise, this is an amazing car. I definitely recommend anyone out there who loves muscle cars to go buy it. Don't get me wrong, guys, I love my car, so don't be thinking, oh, he's just complaining about stuff. But, you know, that's just little things I've found, you know. It's hard trying to make this video, trying to find things. The only real thing that actually bothers me is probably that tail light, but otherwise, everything else was just, you know, just me trying to find things wrong with it when there really isn't anything. But, yeah, that's the video. You know, subscribe if you like the video, if you like the video, and if you want to see 5 things, or I still haven't narrowed it down to how many things I want to do for how many things I like about the video, because there's so many things that are great about this car. But yeah, subscribe. I'll probably post that next week or the following week, depending how long it takes me, because I want to put a little more miles on it to try to narrow it down. But there you go. That's the 5 things I hate about my 2017 Challenger. See you guys later.